we went to a coastal area, so right up to the coastal area of the top of Queensland near the border of Northern Territory. This is where there are saltwater crocodiles, which are the more dangerous between salt and freshwater crocodiles. These are the massive ones. Now, Adam tells me we're going to go spearfishing, but the best time to do it is at night. And we're going to be going into the water in the shallows, in the river and the estuaries where there are saltwater crocodiles. And he's like, don't worry, there's a strategy where you can figure out where they are. And so we had head torches. I am freaking out. And we're going into the shallows and he's like, all right, I want to show you something. And so we've got our head torches on and he shines the head torch onto this, I'm going to say 30-meter wide river, and looking up and down the river. And he says, see those two red dots? That's a crocodile's eyes. And then he flashes 20 meters to the left. See those dots? Another crocodile over there, another crocodile, and they're watching us. And I'm thinking, why are we here at night? I was genuinely scared, but I was committed to finding food, and I hadn't eaten yet on the tour. So it'd probably been like 4 going on 5 days of not having any food. And I am really hypervigilant now because where we were was more inland in the last 2 experiences. Lower chance that there's going to be a saltwater crocodile there, greater chance freshwater, meaning slightly less danger, or a lot less danger. Now we can see saltwater crocodiles. There were 3 that were within like 30 or 40 meters of us, and we could see them. But crocodiles, as far as I know, unless someone jumps onto them or near them or goes into the body of water right in front of them, they take their time. They're patient. They're ambush predators that just stalk and look for patterns because they don't want to use much energy. So they don't want to just recklessly go after things and then use all this energy without getting food. So anyway, didn't really comfort me, but what he would do is say, hey, keep lookout while I'm looking for the fish, trying to spear fish. You just keep an eye on where the crocodiles are. And if the eyes disappear, tell me. And so I'm looking, and all of a sudden, some of the one that's like maybe 15 meters away, the eyes just go under because they're floating on the surface, just watching. And then the eyes just go under the water and disappear. And I'm like, yo, dude, 15 meters away, he's gone. And he's like, all right, we'll get back from the edge of the water. And that's the strategy. That's the strategies. So got back from the edge, watched for a little bit until its eyes pop back up somewhere else. And we're like, all right, cool, we can keep fishing now. And we'd swap roles. Then there's a small estuary that's a foot deep that connects to that river. And it's pitch black. Again, there's not another human being for at least 300 kilometers. And it's complete darkness. The only light that we had, which was not providing much light at all, was the stars. And we're in this little estuary that's probably 3 meters wide, a foot deep. And now we're wading through that water. And I'm thinking there could be a crocodile up here that's nesting here. Oh, man. And so that entire time I was just ready at any moment to just fight for my life with this spear that I had, stabbing it or whatever I had to do to try to survive. So that was a really big edge for me. And the crazy thing is that Adam's just out there doing this all the time. This is just what he does to eat and survive, and has enough of a general instinct to know if there's danger or not, that he's able to keep himself safe. And he's been doing it for years and years and years. But there are a lot of stories in Northern Territory and remote Queensland where people will get drunk and they'll dare each other to swim across a river and swim back. And they get dragged under and killed. And they get killed by a crocodile. So it's not like something that doesn't happen and it's like more hyperbole. No, it happens. And so far out, it was just scary. But I did it, and I felt an internal victory with that. So anyway, they were a couple of the big fears, crocodiles and snakes, and there was no big, beautiful experience with crocodiles, but that snake experience was absolutely life-changing and magical. It was the most trusting animal by far. Even when I, excuse me, even when I held the frilled neck lizard, it wasn't chilled when I was holding it. It was terrified. So it was kind of freaking out. The snake, I wasn't holding the snake's body with and it had like, it was flailing around trying to get away. The snake was like just left to its own devices. And when I put the snake down to let it go, it wasn't letting go. Like it wasn't leaving. It wasn't like constricting me hard. It was just sitting on my hand and it would not let me go. And I was just like, far out. That's wild. That's so wild. So it was beautiful, beautiful experience with the snakes. The crocodiles, not so beautiful. And yeah, so there are a couple of animal experiences that I had.